Welcome back to the Mental Dietitian Podcast. I'm your host, Ahren Lynch-potter, and it's a beautiful day in Vancouver, British Columbia right now. It's currently sunny outside. It's been sunny for the past 4 or 5 days, which is very rare at this time of the year. And I wanted to share that I am heading to Australia with Lexi this Saturday for almost a month. The podcast episodes won't stop. The business, coaching people doesn't stop, which is awesome. And I'm so grateful that I get to do that anywhere in the world right now. And I look forward to expanding more into that space in the coming year. So, what is this episode about? Today, I just wanted to talk about energy leaks. And it's actually what I talked about last week on the Elysian Brotherhood, which is the men's group I created. We did a real deep dive for about 2 hours into energy leaks and how they show up in our lives. And it really ties into this month's theme in the Elysian Brotherhood, which I'll share with you listeners, is intentional living. Intentional living really starts with identifying your values. Now, identifying your values, there's lots of different values exercises. Obviously, people are like, oh, my values are family, integrity, health. It's like, yeah, of course they are. Integrity is like, yeah, don't be a piece of shit. But let's get a little bit more granular about what your values are. And there's so many great values exercises out there. Go find one, go look one up, and really identify what your core values are. Maybe a good 4 core values that when opportunities come your way, when hard times come your way, you can use them as a filter to decide what is really true for you and what is not true for you. So we started off with that. Last week, we went into integrity, what that means, and we went into energy leaks. Energy leaks is a big one. It's really, we are a sum of all the tiny decisions and the big decisions we've ever made. And each day, most days, we don't make really big decisions. Maybe a couple of times a year, we make some really big decisions. But there's little things that lead up to these big decisions. And that's what I really wanted to talk about. There's some energy leaks that every person has. It could be things from relationships to scrolling too much on Instagram. That's one of my energy leaks. I personally have an energy leak where I scroll too much through Instagram, sometimes for hours a day. And it's something that I really am focusing on working on. The problem is my algorithm is awesome. It's full of wonderful things that make me feel all kinds of emotions, things I love. It's a multi-billion-dollar company that spent billions of dollars of keeping my attention. But it is an energy leak. It's a big energy leak in my life. And it will prevent me from building what I say that I want to build. So taking an inventory of your energy leaks. And the best way you could really take an inventory is you can break it down into 3 different areas of life: health, wealth, and relationships. Those 3 areas of life are what most human beings strive to have fulfillment in each one of those areas. We want to be healthy. We want to have great relationships. And we want to be wealthy. Of course. You want to be whatever wealthy means to you. Wealthy could be $5,000 a month. Wealthy could be $100,000 a month. Whatever it is for you that feels aligned for you, that you can live a wonderful, joyous life without having to worry about the fear or the scarcity around resources. Because that's what it really is. Money is a resource, and if you don't have any resources, it can bring up all kinds of fears. But if you do have resources, then life can get a whole lot more abundant, and you can really choose to do what you want to do versus being forced to do something that you don't want to do because of a lack of resources. So in this podcast today, I really want you to, maybe even after this is done, really take an inventory of, what are the energy leaks in my life, maybe around things like health. So some health energy leaks could be things like, depending on what you describe it as, is pornography is a big health leak. It's It affects your mental health very badly for a lot of men. Not sleeping well because maybe you're watching too much TV, that's affecting your health. Not eating correctly, that could be a big energy leaks. Not making your lunches at home, therefore you buy things, that's simultaneously a health and wealth energy leak. Yeah, all kinds of things, like not eating healthy, not going to the gym, watching too much TV. Really take an inventory of, okay, what is the thing? Because you know what it is. People are, oh, I have no idea. Bullshit. You know. Something that I say with all my coaching clients, I'm like, if you're really honest, you know. And this is a safe place that you don't need to have shame around not sharing it with me. If you have shame internally, that's okay. The kryptonite to shame is sharing what you're deeply ashamed of and it being accepted and it being okay. Kryptonite, the thing that shame hates the most and avoids the most is more shame. There's a risk there of if I share the thing I'm ashamed of, then people are like, oh, what is wrong with you? Which adds more shame, which buries it even deeper. So yeah, tell yourself the truth. You know what these energy leaks are around your health. Around your health. Not sleeping properly, not eating properly, all of that. Not exercising, and then the things that you are doing. Now, if you want to make changes in your life, you have to create new systems. If you want to create new systems, which is birthing something new, then something old has to die. A lot of people, especially at this time of the year, it's almost probably faded away now. It's the end of January. People are kind of in the year. A lot of people have these grandiose plans, these things they want to achieve this year. And they start off full of piss and vinegar, as the saying goes. And then by the time February comes, they're back to doing what they were doing. And the reason why is a lot of people try to add things into their already busy lives, cannot maintain it because it's so much, and things slowly fall away that are not in systemized, ingrained habits in your life. So that's why people don't change. Instead of looking at what things you need to add, what things you need to let go of, what things you need to subtract. What are some things in your health life, energy leaks in your health life, that if you let go of them, you'd have space for something new. If you want to birth something new, you have to let something old die. That concept right there, if you really apply that, that's how you make changes. And here's the thing, a lot of the things that are causing your suffering also serve you. In fact, every single thing that causes you suffering, if you flip the coin, also is serving a benefit of some way. Do you know why? Because no human being ever does anything unless there's a benefit. Well, my son's addicted to methamphetamine. How is that a benefit? Well, your son might be escaping the psychological pain through his methamphetamine addiction. That's the benefit of addiction, if you want to use an extreme example. The benefit for me of scrolling through Instagram too much is I get to see lots of cool quotes, lots of cute cat videos, lots of up-and-coming UFC news, all this kind of stuff that I enjoy. I enjoy it. I like it. But at the same time, how it doesn't serve me is taking up time and energy and creative force that I'm using by distracting myself through doing something that I really enjoy, which is all the things I just described. So as soon as you can start looking at how is this thing that I don't like about myself, that I don't even want to do anymore, how is it actually benefiting me? What am I getting out of it? Because I am getting something out of it, because every human being does something for a reason. A lot of people will lie to themselves doing this exercise. Like, I'm not getting anything out of it. It causes all my suffering. It's like, the more you push away parts of yourself and don't integrate it and don't be honest with yourself about what the benefits are, the more you just live in a delusion. So health, look at those things around your health. I think the health should be and is the foundation of everything. If you have poor health, you can't have great relationships. If you have really poor health, you can't have wealth. It's very, very difficult. It reminds me of the Dalai Lama quote, and it says, "What surprises you about man?" Let me pull it up for you. The Dalai Lama, when asked what surprised him most about humanity, he said, man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. And he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die, then dies never having really lived. Damn. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Health is number one. And a lot of people sacrifice their lives to make money, and then at the end of their life, sacrifice all their money to get their health back, when in reality, if they had systems and they maintained their energy leaks before that point, they wouldn't have sacrificed their health. You can always make more money. Money is a renewable resource. You can't get your health back once you've permanently damaged it, because we are finite beings. We live in a body that is going to decay and break down and die. And if you just rush that process by adding crazy amounts of stress, crazy not sleeping properly, energy leaks, what I'm talking about, then you're going to have a bad time. It's going to catch up with you. Number two, wealth. What are some energy leaks you have in your wealth systems? For me, for a long time, it was maybe eating out, buying coffee, not investing in things. So I have a system right now where a certain percentage of my income, about $500 a month, goes to investing in stocks. I'm actually changing that. I could talk about this in another thing, but I'm changing. I'm going to invest in crypto. I'm going all in on crypto. From what I know about it, it just makes sense for me. It makes sense for me. So I'm going to allocate that $500 a month to probably Bitcoin and Ethereum and probably Ripple. That's what I'm doing. And that is not financial advice. By the way, I am not a qualified financial person in any means. That's just what I've decided to do and what I see long-term is the best thing for my money right now. And that could change. So having energy leaks with around your money, if you don't allocate your money where to go, it will just fall through your fingers. I have personally racked up tens of thousands of dollars of debt over my lifetime. I still have some that I'm working on. And it's because I didn't have systems. I would have credit cards, I would spend things, and I just didn't have systems in place. Now that I have systems in place and I know where the energy leaks were, it's not a matter of when I pay off some of the credit card I have or become a millionaire. It's a matter of a matter of if. It was not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So it's going to happen as long as you look at the energy leaks. You got to look at them. You got to be honest with yourself and be like, hey, fuck, not happy with that. And feel the shame around that. That's okay. Shame is a healthy emotion as long as you say, I made a mistake, not I am a mistake. As long as it doesn't become internalized. And once you create these systems based on the energy leaks that you've noticed around your life, stick to them. That is loving yourself. And whatever comes up, whatever emotions come up, that's where you get to do your inner work while you are striving to build something new. A lot of people do their inner work by constantly looking back and constantly focusing on what's wrong with them versus focusing on, okay, what do I want to build? What do I want to create? What energy leaks do I have in my life? What systems do I need to create? What systems do I need to deconstruct? And then if I stick to that, I'm good. And then whatever comes up, if it's really freaking hard, if it's so hard, I'm just having such a hard time, then that's where you get to do your deep inner work and to find out, why is this so hard? Why do I want to spend all my money? Why do I want to eat all this food? Why can't I have a great relationship? Whatever it is for you. So wealth energy leaks, money being allocated to things that long-term are not going to benefit you, but benefit you maybe in the now. A lot of people give up what they want most. So 20 years, if I asked you, hey, do you want financial freedom? Like, absolutely. They give up that, what they want most, for what they want now, which is eating out, playing video games, buying cocaine, whatever people do, partying, etc., etc. Number 3, relationships. Relationships and energy leaks around relationships. As soon as I say that, somebody comes to mind. Of course it does. Of course they do. So whether it's your mom, your sister, your brother, your coworker, your boss, your spouse, whoever it may be, when I said relationships, something came into your mind. That's an energy leak. It's an energy leak. Relationships can also extend to relationships you have with certain substances. I see every substance that I ever consume as I have a relationship with it. Coffee, sugar, psychedelics, marijuana, alcohol. What is my relationship with these things that alter my consciousness? All of them do. And I want to have a healthy relationship, a conscious, intentional relationship with each one of these things. So I get to control the relationship I have with those things, not them controlling me, not them owning me. So relationships, mostly it's going to be people though, for a lot of people, but you can extend it to these substances and things that you might have an abusive relationship with, an unhealthy relationship with. Relationships, they've done studies that the number one determining factor of happiness and fulfillment is the relationship you have with your significant other. It's not money, it's not anything else, it's how happy you are and how fulfilled you are in the relationship with a significant other. And I've been with my partner, Lexi, for almost 10 years in April. And it is the most meaningful, I get emotional even thinking about it, it's the most meaningful, most beautiful, hardest thing that I've ever done in my life. But it is the most meaningful and beautiful, and we've gone through so much, and we continue to go through so much, and we're still there with each other. And it's beautiful, and I can feel emotion come up as I talk about it, which means it's meaningful. So if there's energy leaks in your life, if you don't like dynamics in your life, a lot of the time they are mirrors for things you have not worked on within yourself. That is me speaking personally. The amount of times that I have had people that I like, oh, I don't like that guy, I don't like her, or I don't like the way she treats me, I don't like the way he talks to me. Okay, well, change it. You either allow or create everything in your life. If you're allowing it to continue on, it means that you're part of you's okay with that. And if you get to the point where the pain of the same becomes greater than the pain of change, that's when you're like, okay, fuck this. I don't like this dynamic. I'm going to change it. And then again, all the things and all the constructs and all the stories that you have been avoiding around that will come up. All the reasons why you don't think you're lovable, all of those things will come up as you start implementing and trying to give birth to new dynamics, new systems in your life, and plugging up the energy leaks that are serving you. They are all serving you, every single one. But you have to now choose consciously to be served and serve yourself in a different way, because that's not how you want to live your life. You're done. You're over it. So take an inventory. After this podcast, take an inventory. If you listen to this on the way to work and you don't have time, put an alarm on your phone after you're done work and maybe listen to this again and take some time to really take an inventory of where the energy leaks in my life. What do I want to create? And what am I willing to say no to and let die so that I can create these new dynamics and these new systems in my life based on the new life that I want to live, which is truly loving you and being in alignment what is best for you. So hope this helps. By the way, if you are a man between 25 and 55 and you want a conscious community to grow and to be a part of and want to be coached by me, we have group coaching sessions, monthly expert speakers in their field. It is $39 a month. It's thousands of dollars of value. and you can have it for only $39 a month. The link is in the show notes. It's going to be in every show notes. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Ahren Lynch-potter, all one word, AHRENLYNCHPOTTER. Follow me there. If you want to work one-on-one with me, elysiumintegration.com. That's my website. Go check it out and book a discovery call with me if you want to work with me one-on-one. If you want to be part of the Men's Brotherhood, link is in the show notes. And we'll see you next week. Love you all. Have a wonderful day or evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I look forward to bringing you more value, more amazing speakers, more amazing guests, and make 2025 the greatest year for you and the greatest year for this show. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.